What's up, it's your boy Tom. I'm here to react to JCC's latest video and some of the points he's raised, and to be honest, he's talking the truth. FIFA 19 is pretty shit. I mean, compared to PES has been good for the last 2 years, have been pretty decent, but the only reason that's stopping me from going over to PES is pro clubs. There's no pro clubs on PES. If PES wanted to pull their finger out their arse and actually put pro clubs on the game, people would probably jump over, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, let's get into these points. Community managers. John has brought up community managers, said they're the best things ever. I'm not gonna lie, they are. They have constantly communicated to the fans after loads of abuse that's been thrown at them because obviously the game's awful. But in my opinion, what's going on is that they're getting all the feedback, passing it on to the developers, and the developers don't really give a shit. Like their first thing that they patched was the Neymar thing that John brings up. Like, what? Who has asked for that? No one has asked for that. If they wanted to be smart with the community managers and the people who play this game day in, day out, and John making a list of what he's made with all the bugs and glitches, all they have to do is share the Google Doc with him, and then they go, okay John, we're going to start working on this point, and we're going to get this bug cleared off. But I'm not going to lie, the bugs that John has stated in his video have been in FIFA since FIFA 16. The any that loses stamina quicker has been there since day one near enough. Not the cam stuff. The cam stuff is new, and that's fucking bullshit. How that hasn't been fixed straight away. How that hasn't even been tested. How have you not tested? I swear that's the whole point of having a beta. Not to get hype, not to create hype for your game. It's to fix bugs and to make sure what's wrong with the game is fixed. And to get feedback. I'm pretty sure there was loads of people who were making loads of suggestions on how to make the game better and how to fix what's wrong with the game at the moment. And all they've done is ignored you. Yes, Garzo and the other guy, sorry I forgot your name, Corey. I think it's Corey, and yeah, I'm sorry if I forgot your guys' names. I don't try and interact with you guys just because I don't tend to. Yeah, they're doing the best that they can, but when they're getting shafted behind the scenes, and they probably can't say anything to us personally, saying, oh, you know, we passed it on, but that's all we can do because the developers don't give a shit because they've got your 80 quid. That's one thing that does my head in, is that we paid £80 for a game. £80, you know how much I paid for Red Dead? 60. That's £20 less than FIFA.
What number comes between 2 and 4 Beetlejuice?
25.
And that's free quick maths.
And you know the big differences between Red Dead and Red Dead 2? There's millions. What's the differences between FIFA 18 and FIFA 19? Apart from that you can spam overhead kicks for no ridiculous reason. I mean, what's the point of having overhead kicks being such a big deal when you can do them every game, 5 times a game, 5 times a half? It's fucking stupid. What is the point? There is no point of having overhead kicks so fucking frequent. It doesn't make the game fun. Like, I understand maybe that's what they try to do, is make the game fun, but it's not. It's not fun to constantly get over the head shots all the time. And the fact that finesse shots can go from outside the box constantly, top corner every single time, beating your keeper, it's not fun. The game is not fun. Also, 11 versus 11, John brings up the point that a good team versus good team is 0-0. I've played a few good teams. I'm currently at VFL Everton. They're a very good team, not gonna lie. It hasn't been 0-0 for the majority of the games. Yes, we probably haven't played big teams. Liverpool probably are the biggest team that we have played so far in the league, and I think we ended up winning 1-0. But okay, that kind of proves John's point. But at the same time, is that the keeper pulled off worldies. It wasn't the fact that we wasn't getting in, like John was saying. It wasn't the fact that defenders were so good and that we couldn't stop them. And it's not the fact that we don't cross the ball either. It's the keeper pulled off unbelievable saves. And he did it in pre-season tournament when we beat them 2-0, I think, as well. So, on the fact that it's going to be 0-0 every top game, I don't agree. Defending is still bloody hard. And the fact that your defender can tackle the attacker about 5 times before it gets bobbled back and goes out to their cam where they can have a finesse shot and score. I mean, Ultimate Team is just dead for me. It is ruined. The fact that every finesse shot goes in, what's the point? What's the point in playing when the guy has Messi and he can just finesse shot it every time and my keeper has no chance? Like, that's so unrealistic. Yeah, fair enough, he gets like a couple of touches outside the box, but fuck me, come on, game. Also, touches are terrible. Like, I don't know who you brought in to mocap these stuff, but if you brought in any semi-professional player, they could prove to you that if you launch the ball up in the skies, they could probably touch it down within one touch and stop it dead in the second. Like, I don't understand the level that even my pro on pro clubs is at. I'm an 88 goalkeeper, whatever, but that makes me, I think, an 85 cam. That's the same level as people like Ericsson, I think. Maybe Dele Alli's lower rated than him. Dele Alli, if I went Dele, here you go, I'm going to launch the ball at you, try and touch it down in this square. It'd do it easy. It'd laugh at me. Like, it's crazy. I don't understand where they've got the players' abilities from. The fact that you just can't make simple touches. It doesn't make sense. I don't go watch Crystal Palace Swansea and I see touches bobbling all over the place. No, that doesn't happen. You're professional footballers. You can play football well. It's mind-boggling. It is stupid. Also, with Ultimate Team, the AI defending is dreadful. It is actually disgusting. The fact that you can just pick one player like Matic, just sit in the middle as a CDM and let your defenders do it. How's that fun? How's that skilled? There is no AI awareness. They're not smart. They're not clever. They don't understand the game and how to fill spaces, how to make runs. I have my attackers to get in behind and also a long ball on. Yet they don't run in behind. They rarely ever run in behind their defence. And I wouldn't mind if they constantly ran in behind and they were just offside every time my cam got it. Because then at least I can go, okay, well at least they're getting in, but I can play the through ball. But yeah, anyway, like I said, overall, FIFA 19 is pretty shit. Please, Pez, bring pro clubs to the game, and you could probably attract a good number of you players coming over, and what John said, he has made some really decent points, and I do stick with him with some of them. It's just a shame that EA just don't care. They don't listen. They don't understand. They just looking for money. That's all it is, in my opinion. They are just looking for money. All they've done to pro clubs is change the gameplay. Anything off of the gameplay hasn't changed. They've changed the colour scheme to blue. That just shows it all for me. Just saying.